Okay, so when you're wanting to do your silhouette painting, you're gonna start off with your big piece of paper. I'm just using a small piece as our rough draft, but you'll be doing this on your bigger piece of paper. And you're gonna actually take a Sharpie or a black marker and you're gonna draw your design in the black pen so that then when you paint over it, you'll still be able to see it through. But since we're gonna be creating the silhouette, we're going to be painting over it so you won't see that, but it will just be all ready to go for you. So what we like to do is we like to use one of these brushes that is the flat square head brush. I'm going to make sure that I have all the water out of it and that it's clean. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start down here at the bottom, and that's going to be where the horizon is. That's going to be where your lightest color is. So I'm going to go ahead and get some white paint, and I'm going to put some white paint along the bottom here. A little bit out there. Let me get some more. Okay. All right, so now I've got my white paint and I'm just coming across the bottom here, maybe a little bit further up, about to there. Now I'm going to take my yellow paint and I'm going to start to kind of blend that into the white. So it kind of gets softened. You're gonna go all the way out to your edges so that you don't have to come back and try and mix them up. You're definitely gonna wanna make sure that your surface is clean before you continue going, because otherwise your colors are gonna start to mix together. So I'm just gonna put a piece of paper down underneath mine so that I am okay. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just keep going up my paper pretty far with the yellow. You always want to start with a lighter color. You're going to have to work fairly quickly because you are going to be mixing your paint on your paper. So the paint has to stay wet in order for it to actually blend together and mix together. So this is about as far up as I'm going to go with my yellow. So it is still wet. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of the red and I'm going to come up above just a little bit so that it's starting to mix with the color on my brush. I want it to be a gradual change. I don't want to see any harsh stripes. And now I'm going to start to blend this down into my yellow. So I'm going to just sweep, sweep, sweep back and forth all the way across. Just kind of moving around a little bit too much. Okay, so sweeping across, I'm going to get a little bit more yellow to just kind of soften that up so you can see that it's gradually changing the color. And now I'm going to wash my brush completely. Get all that color out of there. Dry it off, and I'm going to go with just plain yellow, and I'm going to sweep across this bottom area right here just to make sure that it's all nice and gradually blended. Then I would let this dry. So I would set it aside and I'd go on to my cool color.